Educational learning platform Niger Kids is helping children fall in love with learning using games. By focusing on creating engaging and gamified content for kids, the platform seeks to enhance children's problem-solving skills, critical thinking abilities, and overall knowledge.
This is a revisit to Niger Kids, an e-learning platform that is focused on changing the way children learn by including interactive components in their education. With a mission to make learning an exciting adventure and using games as engagement and motivation and for better learning outcomes, Niger Kids set its sights on addressing some of the biggest obstacles that usually hinder effective learning participation and accessibility. One of the co-founders of the startup, Titi Adewusi, shares some of the strides they've made since Niger Kids' last feature on tech trends.
A lot has happened since the last time. So some of the good things that have happened is when we first met, a lot of our products are focused more on children, but we've gone on to start doing more things for corporates. I think the other things that have happened is that we've done a lot more collaborations with other people in the edtech space. And now in our third year, interestingly, of doing 2 key annual events. One of those events is the financial literacy awareness event that takes place in March. Another is promoting STEM skills among children, which is our STEM Fund Fest. So a lot has happened in that area.
At the heart of Niger Kids is a simple yet profound belief, which is that learning should be fun. By turning subjects like mathematics, science, and even history into engaging games, the startup has succeeded in making learning enjoyable for children.
Is that your final answer?
Each game aims at helping to develop problem-solving skills as well as critical thinking abilities, therefore ensuring that kids do not simply memorize facts, but comprehend and apply ideas. Education is a key driver of economic growth and social development, and one of the pressing issues in Africa is lack of access to quality education. This is a gap Niger Kids is seeking to address.
One of the things you realize, though a lot of people want to do edtech, it's really, can they afford it? One of the good things that happened is our partnership with telecom operators really took off. So that means that people with as little as 20, 15 naira from their airtime can now have access. And that has made a world of difference. That has really made a world of difference. So I think in that model of subscription-based model that looks at the bottom of the pyramid is really what's working. A lot of parents are still battling things about data. So that partnership also with, the telecom operators is really something that has helped change. So we're still finding our way, but I think the good news is that there are so much more opportunities, more with corporates, which is one of the things I said. So a lot more corporates are looking at, edtech, especially for companies that are multi-locational based. So people that are based beyond one location, they need to continue to train their staff. They need to continue to equip people. They need to, even the people they equip, they need to quickly train them. So that has really paid. If you're in that space, especially in the corporate space, then it's, the sun is shining brighter is what I would say.
Even as the startup seeks to break down economic barriers preventing children from accessing what they require for academic success, it also faces challenges of its own. From talent recruitment to boosting productivity and managing the rising cost of operation.
So that war for talent has really been intense, especially because a lot of our tech talents are relocating to what they've termed greener pasture. So that's been challenging. So we've had, you employ someone today, in the next six months they're out of there. So high turnover, which can be frustrating. But I think one of the good things that we've been able to do is plan life with it. I think that's the only thing. Plan life with it. Keep recruiting, making our recruitment process easier, and also the process of onboarding and hitting the ground running easier. I think it's something that every tech founder is battling with, and you just have to learn how to live with it to the best of your ability. I think another thing is also being able to use a lot more tools to make your productivity better, so that there's that human effort, but there's also a lot of tools that help bring about the work faster. So it's just something we have to live with. The rising cost of operations. We've had to really move into remote. So it's not an option. It's something that you do now to also help manage the cost for you as an employer and even for your staff.
The importance of educational tools like those provided by Naija Kids cannot be overstated, especially in regions where educational performance and access remain a challenge, which is why the more attention edtech gets, the more number of children that can be empowered to reach their full potential.
A whole lot more companies looking into edtech as the next frontier in the tech space. And of course, one of the major things is we then have, the onset of AI. So AI has really helped in terms of access, in terms of productivity, in terms of a lot of things that you can do now with less people. So it's looking good. It's looking good. I think financially for edtechs that have made progress and have positioned themselves.
Can you select the different groups we can put the animals into?
Naija Kids, on one hand, is breaking free barriers to quality education by providing an affordable and accessible platform aimed at children with limited resources. This is necessary for promoting economic growth and building up worker skills across the continent.